Welcome back to the channel. Come on, man. New day. I'm currently here with my boy Ryan, and without further ado, I'm gonna just let yourself introduce who you are to the channel, because they've probably seen you on TikTok already by now.
Hopefully.
But who are you?
So my name's Ryan, or as most people know me, Bearded Travels. I live here in Bangkok, Thailand now, and I do TikTok and social media for a living.
So what I wanted to do is, like I said to you guys in some of the previous videos, I've been kind of telling you and giving you some insight into digital nomad life, things I've been getting up to here on my journey being in Thailand. But not every day about me, man. Like sometimes it's just, let's get the man them on, let's get the boys on, you know what I mean? Ryan's my boy, he's here from the UK just like me as well. So I just want to ask him a few questions about what it was like for you moving out here, bro. How was the transition? Why you decided to kind of quit your job and, you know, take the risk as I've done myself and just move out here? Because one thing you'll realize, guys, yeah, is like I said, you're watching my channel when you're seeing me and my journey, my kind of POV being a digital nomad, but there's so many of us already out here. I've met Ryan on my journey, I've met a couple of American guys on my journey, you've probably met loads of people as well.
Pretty much every single foreigner you're going to meet here in Thailand, I'd say about 90% of them are working online, digital nomads.
Yeah.
The city's full of them.
Yeah, literally, like, I swear down, especially here in Bangkok, it's definitely like a bit of a hub where you'll find so many people who are just entrepreneurs, just booming, running their own businesses, making that Wi-Fi money, doing their thing out here, and just wanted to press the fuck it button and take a risk, man. So where did it kind of start for you? So like, let's go back before you came to Thailand.
Okay.
Who was you before Bearded Travels?
So it's going to be a long story.
Yeah, we got time, my G. We got time, my G.
Okay, so I take back to about 2021, right?
Yeah.
Third year uni. I was watching these YouTube Tiger Muay Thai tryouts videos. Have you seen it before?
No.
It's basically Tiger Muay.
In the UK?
No, it's in Thailand, right? So it's they put it on YouTube, and what it is basically these guys training Muay Thai in the paradise of Thailand, going to the beaches and everything. Trying out, literally living their life. So I saw that, I was like to myself, let me go to Thailand for 10 days. Bear in mind, I just made about 10 grand from trading when I was young. This was back in 2021 where all the markets were booming. It was pretty easy to make money back then, so I was an idiot. I spent 4 grand in 10 days the first time.
4 bags in 10 days?
4 grand in 10 days. I didn't
do what, bro? You say the first time in Thailand is getting lit.
Getting lit, man, like 2 grand hotel for 10 days. It was ridiculous. But what I realized on that first trip to Thailand, I went to Phuket, by the way.
Yeah. I've been there last year as well. Phuket's crazy.
It's
talk
crazy.
about that in a second. Phuket's crazy.
What I realized was when I was in the sea on a boat, right, that's when I realized I want to live here. I'm fed up in the UK. I'm fed up of seeing grey. I'm fed up with the environment. And my goal after uni was move to Thailand.
Yeah. What year did you finish uni?
I finished in 2022?
Yeah.
2022 I finished uni.
So you finished uni in 2022. You'd already been to Thailand. You went there kind of like on a good experience, but like a bit of a failed mission. You went there, blew loads of money. It was kind of just young, immature, wild, as we've all been. Some of us still are, do you know what I mean? Like just coming here, out here, fuck it, etc. Blew 10K, was like cool. During that trip, you like yourself, rather, I could actually see myself setting myself up here and living here. I want to come back again. I've got the Thailand bug. This place has to see me again. I need to be on this soil again in the next year or two or whatever. So you went back home, hungover, loads of experiences, 10 bags down. What was your next step?
So my next step was basically, I finished my university degree. Bear in mind this was for COVID times, right? Everything was online. I finished my uni degree. I'd saved up some money because I was working part-time as well. Then I was like to myself, you know what, let me do it properly this time. Let me go out there, not spend a load of money, train Muay Thai, get my head down, try find a way to sort of stay out there. And I did this twice actually. I went for like 4 to 5 months each time. I didn't really find a way to sort of sustain myself out there. I always spent my money, went back to the UK, got some money, went back. Until basically the last time I'd returned from Thailand. That's when I realized I need to make this work, right? So I started uploading on TikTok. Bear in mind I wasn't big on social media. I wasn't big on TikTok or anything. Started talking about my experience training Muay Thai in Thailand. Literally started talking about Thailand with the green screen and stuff. No one was really doing that.
People, so that's where Bearded Travels kind of started.
Exactly.
So was it like that content you first made initially, that kind of grew yourself a following, was based off of your experiences and just kind of making content talking about your time in Thailand.
Exactly.
So, man, that's quite a full circle, you know. And now you're back here again, on a larger scale, right? Sick still. So yeah, carry on. So you're saying, start on your TikTok. What was that like?
So you know what? To be honest, when I started, I wasn't the best. I couldn't edit properly. I was nervous. But I got a lot of views purely based on the fact I was speaking about things no one was speaking about on TikTok. If you wanted to train Muay Thai in Thailand, you'd go on Google and find like a blog or something. You'd see videos on TikTok, but you wouldn't hear anyone talking about it, talking about prices, gyms, locations, where to train. So that's how I started. And then I started uploading every day since then. Within two weeks, I hit 10K followers. Qualified for the creativity program. Just every single day kept uploading. Man, it's been going well.
Bagged 10K followers in 2 weeks.
Yeah, in 2 weeks. In my first 2 weeks of starting TikTok, I got to 10K.
That's mad, bro. I can't lie. Kudos to you, bro. Because it took me like months to get to 10K. I remember with my friends, like we was like, who's gonna be the first one to reach 10K? Like, I'll be real, I was grinding like three videos a day, every day for like a good 8-10 weeks at least, man. So what sort of content popped off for you first, and how did you go about finding your niche?
So it was literally about Thailand and Muay Thai. Right? It was me speaking in front of the camera, putting a green screen in the back, literally saying, okay, these are my favorite gyms, this is how much it costs to train Muay Thai in Thailand. Then I sort of started switching into Thailand travel tips. Because you need video ideas, you need something to speak about, and that sort of became my niche. People would follow me to hear about Thailand, hear about Muay Thai, and a lot of people want to go to Thailand. You see it right now, right? It's one of the most popular tourist destinations in the world. And not many people are sitting in front of a camera just speaking about it in short form content. So in that sort of way, I timed it right. But a lot of people followed me because of that, and then I just kept uploading content, talking about how I want to move there, how I'm going to move there, talking about the UK, just making travel tips, and every single day.
So let me ask you this, what was some of the challenges you faced when you first started putting your face out there making content?
Challenges, nervousness was a big one.
Why was you nervous?
Because I'd never done something like that before. I'd never put my face and spoke to a camera on social media. And bear in mind, when you have no followers,
I'm listening.
When you have no followers, putting your face out there, just speaking about stuff is a bit nerve-wracking to anyone, right? And now I look back on it and I think like, oh, you should never have got nervous.
Like, why was I being a bitch?
Exactly. Now I'm confident in front of a camera, but that was the biggest one, nervousness. That was probably the biggest one.
So let me ask you this, So I want to make this like valuable to people out there who, one, are thinking about coming to Thailand, and two, people who are not sure about how they can go about monetizing social media, for example. So let me ask you this. You said that nervousness was the main thing. What did you do to overcome being nervous? Like, what did you do? If you was nervous every time you're shaking that shit, that green screen, how did you get to the point you're at now?
So, first things first, a lot of people will never tell you this, script your videos. Don't just speak in front of a camera and waffle. Script your videos. Every single video that I used to film back then, I'd write a script for it. If, for example, in a video I was a bit nervous or I didn't speak properly, I'd refilm that little part. It's just practice, man. Practice makes perfect. Like with anything in life, the more you do, the better you become. Same thing with this.
So that's a gem right there. Like, volume works at the end of the day, because like one of the reasons why I would say that you was able to have such a large following so soon is because you just had that volume. It's like, fuck how I feel, it's uncomfortable, I'm gonna build that muscle. I'm posting 3 times a day, 2 times a day. Like, how frequently was you posting when you first
I started off with 1 time a day,
right?
Then I sort of went on to 2 and 3, and it was like between 1 to 3 times. I didn't miss a day for God knows how long, 3 months maybe.
No, I rate that, man. I rate that. So back in terms of like the whole content thing as well, because I've seen, obviously now we know each other, but I first came across your content maybe about 2 months ago. I say about 2 months ago, when you had like maybe just under 50K followers. And when I seen some of your videos, it was more so like generic kind of content. So that's why I was asking you about where you started, because I'm pretty sure I've seen you make videos about like 5 worst countries or 5 most dangerous. Tell me about content like that. Like, did you run out of ideas? Did you switch niches?
So I did research. I did research on what's like popping on TikTok, and obviously my page was sort of travel related.
Yeah.
So I did make a bit of generic content related to travel, like 10 worst countries to travel to in the world.
Yeah.
And then I sort of made just random videos in a way. I tried to build my personal brand rather than being known just as the Thailand travel page.
Yeah.
Started building my personal brand, Bearded Travels, and that's sort of what that's sort of what took me out of just making travel tips. I announced I was going to Thailand, moving to Thailand.
Yeah.
People started following me to see my
The
journey and training Muay Thai out there.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's very important. A lot of people, they get known as just doing a certain thing rather than
being
their
a
own
boss.
personal brand.
Yeah. So what was it? How did your friends and your family feel when you first started putting your face out there on social media?
You know what? Surprisingly, everyone was really supportive. Everyone was really supportive. All my friends, all my family. Funny enough, it was like I was working at Power League. You heard about it?
Yeah.
I was working at Power League. Big up Power League, big up Finchley Power League, all the man that there. Yeah, all my boys as well. Fucking love them guys. But yeah, I was working there. All of the people that were working there were either my close mates. Manager was a legend. Big up Richard.
Big him up, man.
Yeah, Finchley Power League.
Shout out Richard, man.
Yeah, so I was there working, and I was telling my boys, guys, I want to start this. I want to, get big on social media, do this. And they were like, yeah, do it, bro, do it.
Yeah.
You know Roberto versus the world.
Yeah, bro. I want to go to all the listen.
Big up.
I'm manifesting this year. Me and you, we're gonna be on one of his videos with Roberto versus the world. Crio the Vigigal, fruit and frate. Just go to all the time. We're gonna make it happen, man. But go on.
Yeah, so we used to watch his videos back there, and we were just sitting there, and my boys were like, yeah, do a Roberto thing, get big on social, innit? They were all supporting me, even my family, which I really appreciate. A lot of people won't get that sort of support from their friends and family, but I'm lucky that I did.
Yeah. Cause I was even gonna jump in and say like, bro, people talk shit sometimes.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Especially when you're trying to do something that some people just might not even have the balls to do. What you did was ballsy, bro. Like, be like, you know what? I'm gonna put my face out there, start talking, start making content, start trying to build a brand. Not everyone has the balls to do that. Not everyone
100%.
simply has the confidence. So because other people don't, they'll try and tear down other people who will. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Because they're projecting. You know what I mean? So even leading on to my next point, talk to me about the hate.
The hate.
Let me ask you this: do you get hate on social media?
Of course, bro.
Yeah.
Every single person gets hate on social media.
Yeah. What's that like? What was that like for you?
So you know what? I never really let it affect me. Even at the start, like when I got a bit of hate, I didn't really care because I knew it would come. I knew how social media worked. I knew hate was gonna come. I've seen TikTok. Sometimes I find it a bit funny. Reading through the hate comments, I'm like, you know what?
You check the profile pics and it's like some like 30-year-old like obese woman with like 6 cats and no profile.
Most of the time it's like some 8-year-old like guy who lives in Thailand, foreigner, just overweight, just chills in Pattaya all day.
Some next 8-year-old like CD brother, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'm just thinking, you know what? I actually feel sorry for them.
Yeah.
Because one thing I know for sure, hate never comes from above.
Bro, I was thinking the same thing.
It's facts. No one doing better than you has time to hate on you.
That's it.
It's just so true.
It's facts, man. I feel like if you do put yourself on social media, there's so many, the benefits by far outweigh the cons by far. So if anyone's thinking about doing it, this is the video, do it. However, you need to just kind of build that expectation where as you grow, you're gonna receive hate,
100%.
but not internalizing the hate and be looking at yourself thinking, damn, maybe I should stop because J2 Trappy 1643 is saying that you're a waste man on 2 of your videos, for example, but you just need to understand that it's gonna come. But at the end of the day, you can't be great without getting hate. That's just how I see it.
Can't be great without getting hate.
That's good. If you want to get to a point where you're doing your thing, like content change your life.
100%.
Would you agree?
100%.
Content literally changed bro's life, and it's actually changed my life in a sense as well. Like, let me not even be ignorant to the fact. But what I'm trying to say is, what if Ryan was like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna just quit when he had 30k followers because he's getting all these hate comments, and he never would have been here. He never would have been doing collabs, paid partnerships, all this other stuff that is now he's doing well. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Doing well for himself based off social media. But if he decided to let that hate get to him, he wouldn't be here. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's real, man. So another question I have for you, when it comes to making content and how that translated to Thailand. So my friend always says to me, sometimes in life you need to press the fuck it button, which is when you're ready to make a certain important decision.
Yeah.
So when did you press that fuck it button and be like, you know what, I'm moving to Thailand, fuck it? Like what was that moment like?
So it was the last time I'd come back from Thailand, right? I had a girlfriend back then in Thailand.
Hear that?
Obviously we ended up
Thai
breaking
chick?
up. Huh?
Thai chick?
Thai girl as well,
Yeah.
yeah. We ended up breaking up when I went back to the UK after a few months. But basically,
Shout out the ploys, man.
yeah, shout out to Chris. I was like, I need to find a way to go back to Thailand because I'd basically spent all my money.
Yeah.
Training Muay Thai. And it was such a bad feeling, isn't it? And before, all you lot start thinking, oh, she was a bar girl. She was a complete normal girl.
Yeah.
She used to work in a hotel.
Don't let social media get to you.
Oh yeah,
No
don't
one
let
girls are
social
like
media
that in
fool you.
Thailand.
But yeah, so I'd come back to the UK, I'd run out of money. I was pretty pissed off because I wanted to find a way to be able to make money online, and I hadn't. So I started uploading on social media. That was my fucking button.
Yeah.
Literally leaving Thailand with a girl that I loved.
Yeah. You brought her back?
No.
Oh,
so
you left her?
I left her because she
okay.
worked in a hotel, innit?
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then I was in the UK and I was like, you know, I need to make this work. So I started uploading on socials. And then when she broke up with me in October, bear in mind I was at like maybe, I can't remember, 30, 40K. And I was like, you know what, as soon as we broke up, I was like, you know what, grind mode.
Yeah, that's it, man. Fuel.
Yeah.
Damn.
Fuel, man.
So even that, I feel like that's a lesson in there, yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
like, I believe the same thing that people are going to be like, oh, they're back onto the hate, but people are going to be like, oh, you're Andrew Tate. But in my head, yeah, my mindset simply is, yeah, I cannot lose. Because if good things happen to me in my life, that's great. But if bad things happen to me in my life, like they did to you and your girl decided, yeah, I'm leaving you, she's dumping you on bloody FaceTime, for example, you use that energy to push yourself forward. So really and truly, you didn't lose. Like you may have lost her, the physical person, but she really just gave you energy that's pushed you forward to fast forward your success.
Best thing that happened to me, to be honest.
What I mean?
And when something bad does happen, the way I look at it, because I believe in God now, right?
Yeah.
I just look at it as a test from God. That's just the way I look at it now.
Yeah.
And I feel like things don't get to me as much nowadays than they did maybe a year ago.
Yeah. Would you say that's because you have an increased level of confidence in yourself?
What do you mean?
So like you say that things don't really get to you. Why don't they get to you? Why don't you allow them to get to you? Is it because you're like, you know what, I understand who I am. No one's opinion is gonna faze me.
That as well, yeah, that as well. And you know what? Like I pray to God every morning. But a year ago, I didn't care about praying or about being grateful for what I've got in life. And then it was about 5-6 months ago. I started praying every morning. I actually started believing in God, and everything's just been going well since that. You know,
I rate that still, bro. I feel like, see, this is a good actually a good segue, because I would say that like I don't even know if I would say that I'm religious. I believe in a higher power.
Same like me.
Yeah, I believe in a higher power, but obviously, like I was saying to you off camera, I'm Caribbean, innit? So like, my family back home in the Caribbean, some of them are Rastas, and they've kind of instilled that kind of mindset and way of life into me. Am I a Rasta? No, I ain't got no dreads, etc. But that type of spirituality, way of life, and just believing in a higher power, the universe, I do kind of submit to that. So I say that to say, when you do put, like my belief and kind of output on life is that wherever you want, you put that energy out there to the universe, and then the universe will see what level or frequency or vibration you're on and give you a physical manifestation of that. So if I put out to the universe that I am successful, I believe in myself, only good things happen to me, and I'm giving that energy out, the universe is going to bring me back physical reflections of that, opportunities to develop myself, physical opportunities, monetary rewards, all these other things that are in the physical realm. You know what I mean? That's what I believe.
I agree with that 100%.
So you're back at that point and you're like, you know what, fuck it, I'm leaving, I'm gonna come to Thailand. How did you feel about leaving family?
Obviously I love my family and everything, but I'd been away months and months before without them. But I sort of needed to make a way for myself in this world.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, and they sort of agreed, and obviously it was sad leaving them, but I speak to them every day. My goal is to bring them out here as well. They love Thailand. My dad's coming in June. He's coming to visit in June, so I'll be with him for a few weeks. And yeah, my goal is to actually be able to retire them and bring them out here to Thailand.
No, that's real, man. You know what it is? I'm the same in the sense where maybe not necessarily I want to retire my family for one, but I feel like my personal situation, I just kind of realized to myself that the next step in my personal development journey means I have to be separate from my household, separate out of the room, not out of the room, but like away from being underneath my mum's household, etc.
Need to get out of the environment.
Yeah, man, I need to be my own man and just step into my own 2 feet as a young man. I'm capped, you know what I mean? Like I still live with my mum. I've got my room in my mum's house. She's telling me turn the music down. I can't say nothing. Do you know what I mean? Like I need to go out and just like have no plan B. I feel like when you take a big risk like this, I said this to you before, bro. There is no plan B. Like this has to work, and it is working, and it will continue to work.
100%.
You know what I mean? I feel like if you have, you need to just put yourself in a position where there is no backbone, there is no power league. So you're in Thailand, bro. So if you don't grind and do what you need to do, there is no, oh, let me shout out Richard. Richard, can you just hook me up again? You ain't here, innit? Like you need to find a way, find a lane, find a route, and just make that shit work.
You're a different man when you have no safety net. You know?
Yeah.
You're a different man. When you have a safety net, you can get lazy.
Yeah.
When you're here, you've got no safety net. You have to make it work. You're grinding.
That's it. And I feel like that's when you kind of step into like your, I don't even know how to, I don't know if you used to watch anime, yeah, but like, you know, like Dragon Ball Z and like you have your little Kamehameha, your superpower, yeah. I feel like that's when you reach your peak, like your strongest point as a man, where you're like, fuck it, like I actually have no plan B, like this has to work. No, I don't even know how to articulate it, like this just will work, innit, like this, that's it, like either it works or it doesn't, innit, so yeah, cool, interesting, yeah. So let me ask you this, so Thailand, how was it like for you first arriving as a single man? This time round.
This time round,
Man's laughing already. Like,
obviously, I've come to Thailand many times before.
yeah, so you know how it goes, or you know how it can go out here.
Yeah, I know how it can go. I know how it goes. So I've had experience in Thailand, so I know how it goes. Obviously, I was single, right? So you're wanting to find a girl and everything, but the way I see it, I'm working now. You know, I'm working here in Thailand. I'm working for myself. I'm doing the social media thing. Back then, the other times I'd come, all I was doing was training Muay Thai.
Yeah.
But now that I'm working hard. I'm trying to make a name for myself in this world.
Different commitments.
Yeah, different commitments.
Yeah.
Different commitments for sure. But yeah, I feel like Thailand as a single man can be a crazy spot.
Yeah.
It can be an absolute crazy spot. And if you've never come to Thailand before, and if you're a single man coming to Thailand, just be careful.
No, I think, yeah, now that I've been here for a short while, I honestly believe that Thailand can make or break you as a man. Like you can use, Thailand can be anything you want it to be, and it accommodates all types of people. If you're one of them guys who, let's just call a spade, you want to be here like going off with all these freelance girls and stuff, you can do that. There's a market here for you. If you want to come here, be an entrepreneur, lock down yourself as a digital nomad and actually set the foundation for yourself, you can also do that. It just depends on who you are and what your kind of level of discipline is like, do you know what I mean? Because the temptations are still the same for me and Ryan here, but what we kind of allow ourselves to indulge in and give our time and or energy to is completely different, do you know what I mean? Because our goals are different. So I just feel like with anywhere, you're always going to have temptations, but being in Thailand specifically, there's a lot more higher quality distractions and temptations at hand. You know?
The nightlife scene is massive.
Yeah.
Right? The nightlife scene is insane in Thailand. You can easily get dragged into it as a single man. You've got girls who are trying to drag you into the bars.
Yeah, you go into one of these soys and they're trying to glitch you, wrestle you into the bar. Like
and a lot of them are really beautiful, and a lot of men who might have not got attention back in their home country, wherever it is, they'll come to Thailand and they'll think, oh, look, everyone loves me. I must be special here. When in reality, they're not.
Yeah, they're literally, well, they might be, innit? That's not what these chicks think, but it's simply just that that's their job, innit? Like, that's what this kind of environment is like. If you go down, you know, all of these common soys, soy 6, soy 11, soy cowboy, all these places, it will get a bit crazy.
Never forget, they're just doing their job.
They're doing their job, innit? They're literally like, they're getting paid for this. Don't feel special, Jack, from fucking Queensbridge, Leeds. Do you know what I mean? Huddersfield, bro. But alright then. But cool, I'm gonna wrap this one here and I'm gonna continue on our Discord. So if you guys wanna see the next segment where me and Ryan are gonna chop it up about earning an income out here in Thailand, make sure you head into my Discord, my free channel, and the video is gonna be right there. Scan the QR code that you can see on the screen right now, and then you'll be able to see the rest of this video, as it's gonna be very important if you're looking to know how to earn an income out here in Thailand. So I'm gonna see you in the Discord. Love.